So good morning children. So today let us discuss about the last topic of this chapter, that is factor theorem. Okay, so let us try to understand what is factor theorem. You see what is written here: if px is a polynomial of degree n greater than equal to 1. Suppose here I am taking one polynomial. Okay, this is one polynomial I am taking here, and you see here in this polynomial the degree. What is the degree of this polynomial? The degree of this polynomial is 2. Means the degree of this polynomial, it should be greater than or equal to 1. 1 या 1 से ज़्यादा होना पड़ेगा degree. So here the degree is what? Greater than 1. Okay. I hope up to this one you understood what is written in here. Okay. Now, and a be any real number. Number 1, x minus a is a factor of px if p is equal to 0. So let us try to understand what is written in that part. Okay. Suppose here, if I will put 2 in place of x here, let us see what the answers get. 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6. So it is 4 minus 10 plus 6. So it is minus 6 plus 6 is equal to 0. Now you see here, after putting x is equal to minus 2 here, I am getting the answer 1, or I am getting the answer what? 0. So means, and a be any real number. So here in place of a, what I am taking? I am taking 2. So x minus 1 is a factor of px if pa is equal to 0. Means if I putting pa here in place of pa, what is there? P2 is there. Means after putting 2, you are getting the answer what? 0. Are you getting? So according to the factor theorem says, if you suppose after putting 2 you are getting what? Answer 0, then therefore x, suppose after putting 2 you are getting the answer 0, so x minus 2 is a factor. X minus 2 is a factor. Just take the reverse sign of this 2 का उल्टा साइन ले लेना. 2 इधर बिठाने का बाद आपको क्या मिल रहा है? इधर 0 मिल रहा है. Okay, you are getting the answer 0. So what factor theorem बोलता है? Then what factor theorem says? Factor theorem says if p is equal to 0, you see p2 is equal to 0, then x minus a is a factor of px. अभी 2 लिए प्लस 2 बिठाने से आया तो x minus 2 इसका फैक्टर होगा. सपोज minus 2 बिठाने से suppose after putting minus 2 you are getting the answer what? 0, then x plus 2 is a factor. Now you see this is a quadratic equation. Okay, this is a quadratic equation. So in a quadratic equation, how many factors we will get? We will get 2 factors. But here in this question, we are getting only 1 factor. So let us try to find out the second factor of this polynomials. Let us see. Now let us try to put 3 here in place of x, 3. So 3 square minus 5 into 3 plus 6. So it is 9 minus 15 plus 6. So 9 minus 15 is minus 6, then plus 6, so it is equal to 0. Now after putting 3 also I am getting the answer what? 0. Okay, so what does it mean? Therefore x minus 3 is a factor. So 2 factors we are getting. What are the 2 factors here? One is x minus 2 and another one is what? X minus 3. 2 factors I am getting in this question. Okay, so that only the factor theorem says. That's that part 1. X minus a is a factor of px if pa is equal to 0. So that meaning is this one. Okay, now what other the second part, what is it? If a is equal to 0, if x minus a is a factor of px. Suppose, just see the reverse of this question and this one. Suppose it is given in the question, that x minus 2 is a factor. X minus 2 क्या देके रखा है? Factor देके रखा है. If x minus 2 is a factor means then we find out the zeros of this one. X minus 2 का zeros क्या होगा? X is equal to 2. Okay. Now if you put 2 here, then you will get what? 0. Understood? ऐसा होने से ये होता है. 2 अगर after putting 2 you are getting answer 0 means x minus 2 is a factor. Okay, if x minus 2 is a factor, then if you put 2 here, then you will get the answer what? 0. That is the factor theorem 6. Okay, it will be more clear to you if we will do some questions. Okay, so let us try to do some questions. How to factorize this cubic polynomial? So it is a cubic polynomial, that's why here you will get how many factors? You will get 3 factors. Okay, now the question is how to solve this type of problems. Okay, if you use factor theorem directly here, it is a very lengthy job. Okay, and you will find difficulties in what? Finding the factors of this polynomial by using factor theorem if you want to use factor theorem. Okay, so here in this type of question, when you are getting a cubic polynomial and you want to factorize it, the first thing you have to apply the factor theorem to find out at least one factor. That's it. To tell 2 remaining factor, we will use some another method. Okay, so for first factor you have to use what? Factor theorem. Okay, means क्या करना है आपको? इधर में क्या बिठाने से x का वैल्यू क्या बिठाने से 0 आएगा? Okay, you have to decide first. So it is a very big equation, polynomial. So it is little bit difficult also to find the zeros here first. So for that, what you do? You see, this is a constant term here. This is 120. 120 को इस x cube का coefficient से multiply करो. Okay, multiply the constant term with the coefficient of x cube. So 120 into 1, what we will get? 120. Okay, clear? Now you tell me what are the factors of 120. 120 का factors क्या क्या है? 120 का factors है 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 120 is 120, 260 is 120, 340 is 120. Means these are the factors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 20, 24, 30, 60. These are the factors of 120. Okay, means अभी उधर में हमको either हमको +1 बिठाने से आ सकता है 0, नहीं तो -1 बिठाने से भी आ सकता है. We don't know. +2 बिठाने से भी आ सकते हैं, -2 बिठाने से भी आ सकते हैं. You have to do that one by trial and error method. +3 बिठाने से भी आ सकते हैं, -3 बिठाने से भी आ सकते हैं. Then if you put +4 or either you put -4, we don't know. +5, -5. Okay, this many numbers may be the zeros of this polynomial. Okay, so it is very difficult to find out. Okay, so in cubic polynomial, what you do by trial and error method, you try to find out the at least one factor of this polynomial first. Suppose if I put 1 is equal to, if I put 1 here, okay, so let us see what answer I am getting. 1 cube minus 23 into 1 square plus 142 into 1 minus 120. So is equal to 1 minus 23 plus 142 minus 120. So simplify it. 1 minus 23 minus 22 plus 142 minus 120. Okay. So it is 2 minus 2. 2 minus 2 0. 4 minus 2 2. Then 120. Then minus 120 is equal to 0. Okay, means after putting 1 in this polynomial, I am getting the answer what? 1. So what does it mean according to the factor theorem? According to the factor theorem, after putting 1, I am getting the polynomial. This polynomial reduced to what? 0. It means therefore 1 बिठाने से आ रहा है, then x minus 1 is a factor. X minus 1 is a factor of okay. Now you see, one factor we got. Now still 2 factors is remaining to find the remaining. Now here we are lucky that by putting +1 itself, I am getting the answer what? This polynomial reduced to 0. Sometimes 1 बिठा रहा है आप नहीं आ रहा है 0, -1 बिठा रहा है नहीं आ रहा है, 2 बिठाने से भी नहीं आ रहा है, -2 बिठाने से भी 0 नहीं आ रहा है. After putting +3 also you are not getting 0, -3 also not you are getting 0, plus after putting +4. So it is trial and error method. But here in this question we are lacking by that by putting 1 itself you are getting the answer 0. Means this polynomial reduced to 0, and that's why x minus 1 is a factor of this one we got at least. Okay, but in every question It is not like that. So it is little bit, if you will find out by trial and error method like this, it is difficult for you to find the factors. Okay, so for cubic polynomial, at least one factor you find out with the help of what? Factor theorem. So the remaining two factors, how we can find? Let us see. Okay. So in this question we got x minus 1 is a factor of x. Okay. Now what you do? You just divide this polynomial by x minus 1. Now this polynomial is what? X cubed minus 23x squared plus 142x minus 120. Okay. Now the first factor what we got in this question? X minus 1. So divide this polynomial by x minus 1. So x का साथ क्या multiply करने से x cube मिलेगा? X square. So we got x cube. You know how to divide? So x cube minus x cube. So it is plus sign. So change into minus. So x cube minus x cube cancel. Minus 1 into x square. It is minus x square. This is minus. So it become what? Plus. Okay. So minus 23 plus x square. It is minus 22 x square. So from here what will come down? Plus 142 x minus 120. Okay. Now x का साथ क्या मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो minus 22 x square आएगा. और if you finding difficulties to find out that one, you directly what you do? Minus 22 x square का साथ x को divide कर दो. So x cancel. So what is remaining? Minus 22 x means if we multiply minus 22 with x, we will get minus 22. So x into minus 22 x will get minus 22 x square. Okay. Now subtract it. Change the sign of the second term. This is minus. So change into plus. So it is cancelled. Minus 1 into minus 22. Okay. Minus 1 into minus 22x. So you will get plus 22x. Okay. Correct. So it is plus. Change into minus. So 142 minus 22x. It is 120x then minus 120. Okay. So x का साथ क्या multiply करने से 120 आएगा? Okay. So what I will multiply with x so that I will get 120x. So 120x को इस x के साथ divide. So means if we multiply 120 with x, we will get 120x. So x into 120. Okay. Plus 120. So you will get 120x. Then minus 1 into 120 minus 120. So this is minus, this is plus. So cancel the remainder. So in this case you will get the remainder 0. Remember. Okay. So after dividing, we got the question what? This one, x square minus 22x plus 120. We got the question x square minus 22x plus 120. So easy. Now what you have to do? You have to factorize this one by splitting the middle term method. If you factorize this one by splitting the middle term, then you will get the other two factors. So you know how to what is that method that you have learned in class 8 itself. क्या करते हैं हम 120 को इसके साथ multiply करना है. x square का coefficient means product 120. And that middle term is minus 22 means sum minus 22. Now you tell any two numbers, when you will multiply you will get 120 and if you will add you will get minus 22. Okay. दो नंबर हमको बोलना है. When you will multiply you will get 120 and when you will add you will get minus 22. So let us see. Now you can factorize this question, that is x square minus 22x plus 120. So this one you can factorize by splitting the middle term. So you know how to factorize a quadratic equation, a quadratic polynomial by using splitting the middle term method. So first of all, what you have to do, that constant term, this is the constant term into coefficient of x square. What is the coefficient of x square? It is 1. So 120 into 1 is equal to 120. Okay, product is equal to 120. And sum is, that is minus 22. Minus 22. Now you have to choose any two number. When you will multiply, you will get 120. And when you will add, you will get minus 22. Okay? Choose any two numbers. When you will add, you will get minus 22, and when you will multiply, you will get 120. So let us see, 12 into 10. 12 into minus 10 is equal to what? 120. Then minus 12 to minus 10 is equal to minus 22. So that two numbers are what? 12 and minus 12 and minus 10. Okay, so now we can split this one. X square minus 12x minus 10x plus 120. Okay, so is equal to, from here you can take x as common, x minus 12, and from here you can take 10 common, so x minus 12. So now what is common? X minus 12 is common and x minus. Okay, so now we got three factors. Okay, so first factor we already got, that is x minus 1, and the second two factors are what? X minus 12 and x minus 10. Therefore we can write x cube minus 23x squared plus 142x minus 120 is equal to what? First factor we already got, that is x minus 1, and the second one is x minus 12, and third one is what? X minus 8. Okay, so like this you can factorize a what? Cubic polynomial. Okay, so that's all for today. So I hope this is the last part of this chapter. So we can conclude this chapter. Okay, the remaining questions, the textbook questions, you can do by yourself also. Okay, thank you very much.